Welcome back to my channel. He's so cute. He's like, is baby eating? And I'm like, he's about to have some eggs. Yes, he is, sir. I brought some eggs from my house. Actually, I made some. And yeah, I figured we can do a little bit of a first trimester recap. So that's what this episode's gonna be. It's episode 5. How are we like more than 5 episodes in? Isn't that crazy? Like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. My name is Daya and I am a soon-to-be mom. Can't wait to add this baby to the vlogs. And born and raised in Puerto Rico, but I currently live in Florida with Charlie, which is my husband. It is actually 8:20 and it's a Thursday. I'm about to, in the next 20 to 25 minutes, go into work. However, before we go in, I figured we would do this little episode because I don't want it to be that long. Honestly, my first trimester was a blur because I didn't go into depth within these episodes. How I found out I was pregnant, like how further, I only said a summary of the things. I didn't go into detail. So I figured why not we could do that. If I can open this and take my ginger shot of the morning. There we go. This is a big one, okay? But honestly, this is one of my favorite ones because it has orange in it. It has turmeric, organic lemon, like everything's organic. Love it. Cheers. Bottoms up. And it's not that spicy. Me saying it like with a raspy voice, I'm like, it's not that spicy. Let's get started. People are probably gonna ask, my last period was within March. I'm not gonna say the date or anything like that because I don't want people to exactly guess when's my due date because I will not be sharing that. Unfortunately, that's private, and me and Charlie decided just to share it with close friends and family, not out in the world and social media. If people ask me publicly, I will not be answering it. However, I'll be sharing how further along I am, like how many weeks, how many months, so you guys can do your calculations. But please don't comment that down below because I want to keep it private, and if you do, I'll probably delete your comment because I want to keep it private. It's just my preference, is what I want. I've been eating a lot of eggs because it's protein. I didn't have a fork with me, so God blessed me with a spoon. I was like, oh no, I didn't bring anything, but he was like, Daya, open your glove compartment thing and you'll find something in there. This will do for me. Boiled eggs have been something that I usually crave all the time for breakfast, and I don't mind it. Anyways, what else I can tell you guys? Baby was kind of conceived like in April, I said. Beginning of April. It's really funny because the exact day that we conceived it, it's a really big hilarious inside joke between me and the Weekenders because they know when we conceived it. Hilarious. But anyways, so yeah, my last period was end of March ish, and then we conceived baby on April, and then I didn't hear I was pregnant until like halfway through May, which is crazy. I think I heard I was like I did a pregnancy test within like close to me and hubby's anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. Like I think our 9-year anniversary, it was before our anniversary. So I did the test on May 7th. We did a little like anniversary at home. I think that's why a lot of people guessed that I didn't go all out this year for like our anniversary, and I usually do every year. I do something cute and special. No, we stayed at home because what are the odds at that specific day I was cramping really bad and I was feeling really nauseous. Did like an at-home theater thing like I did last year. We just did it round 2. And we honestly hadn't done like something like that, like go all out and get a mattress and float in and watch a movie since last year that we did that. So it was still cute. I think I didn't get him anything. We just did that, and then we went for dinner. Oh, he took me to dinner and bought me flowers that day, which was cute. And then when we found out I was pregnant, he bought me flowers the next day too. He's been buying me flowers a lot, so mom must have been happy. So yeah, I found out around that date because I was 2 weeks, I said a week and a half on my first episode. No, I was over 2 weeks late of my period. And I noticed that like a couple days after when I went in my flow, I switched it up. My flow kept telling me get a pregnancy test because you're really late, and it would tell me like I was a week and a half, but then when I put how far along I was and when was my first day of my period, which that's how they calculated on the OBGYN, that's when the app was like, yeah, no honey, you were 2 weeks late. I was like, oh, I got a test. I was not nauseous. I didn't have no symptoms. Like that day that I actually did the test was when I had all kinds of symptoms, and it was probably because I was really anxious about knowing what it was. Yeah, I'll go into more details, like if it was planned, all that stuff. I'll say it in like a Q&A I'll do in the future, so stay tuned. I'll answer a lot of questions then. I had to switch my insurance because I didn't have maternity insurance, so I had to do all that first, so that was a huge process. So I didn't actually go into see an OBGYN until I was almost 13 weeks, and that was personal preference because my first pregnancy I went really early on. I went when I was 9 weeks, and I don't really trust the vaginal ultrasounds. I don't trust that. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable, and I've heard that people get miscarriages because of vaginal ultrasound, so I was a little triggered because of that. I was like, I don't want another miscarriage, and I'm just gonna take extra precautions this time. And because I did, everything's been going great so far, thank God. Morning sickness wasn't that bad. If I kept eating, I felt really good. I didn't feel any sickness unless I was like not having a lot of snacks, not consuming a lot of food during the day. I would kind of feel a little sick, but it wasn't to the extreme. If I kept myself eating, that's the only thing that helped. And I know a lot of people say don't double up your size of consuming food, because that's not really, because you have a baby doesn't mean you have to eat triple of what you used to. Like, don't overeat yourself is what they tell me a lot. Don't force yourself to eat. But honestly, that's what actually helped me with nausea, like eating constantly and not eating a lot. Just I would eat like porzola, like crackers, you know, things like that, a couple bites, and it would leave. And the only thing that helped with my nausea was definitely Sprite and ginger ale and galleta de porzola. If you know, you know what those are. I don't know how to say it in English, sorry. Like me thinking between the whole blur, because this all went by so quick. I didn't hear I was pregnant till I was like almost 10 weeks, and then I didn't get my insurance updated like officially with a card, a new card and everything, like 3 weeks after. So we didn't go and see baby until end of June, which a lot of people, when they saw the vlog, like me looking at, because I posted this yesterday, a lot of people were like, oh my god, you waited a long time to see a baby, to see the baby. And I was like, that's just preference, that's what I wanted. Then when we went to schedule it, I thought it was just meant to be because they didn't have appointments early on when I was like 11 weeks. So she was like, the girl was like, I'll book you further out until you get your insurance card and all that secured, so you'll probably be like 13 weeks along, like further along. And I was like, okay, that's perfect, that's a relief. And when I walked in, they didn't do a vaginal ultrasound because they actually saw baby perfectly in my stomach, and I was surprised that it was a huge baby. Maybe because it was zoomed in that a lot of people thought the same thing, but they were like, oh my god, you have a big baby. I was actually a chubby baby when I was born, and so was Charlie, so I'm not surprised if I have a chubby baby too. Who knows? But I was, and my sister too. Like, we were all chunkies. I love chunky baby. I love any baby. Like, they're so cute. I'm so excited to be a mom. Like, I can't wait. So symptoms, I can tell you guys what I had. Like leve, you know, something small. And the big ones, I'll tell you guys, like that was big. Heartburn was definitely big. There was constructors like across my street, and I feel like they're like looking at me. Doesn't make me nervous because I can't make eye contact and make sure that he's actually looking at me. I don't know who it is. So heartburn was definitely a huge thing in my first trimester, and the sucky part was that it was always like at midnight. Like after midnight, I couldn't sleep because I would get really bad heartburn, and I didn't know how to like cure it without getting like pills or, you know, something medically. I just didn't know. Morning sickness wasn't that bad, so I said I did have it, but like really small. I always said, like, as soon as I woke up, I would wake up a little nauseous, and I always say, oh, baby's hungry. I always say that because, you know, that's what they want. Since I always consumed food and I felt better, I always thought that's what you wanted, baby. That's just what you wanted. You just wanted some food. Fatigue. I had a lot of fatigue. I still do. Heartburn is not that bad right now, but I still have a lot of fatigue constantly. Like, no matter where I go, I'm like, yes, what you need? Like, it feels like I just ran a marathon. I don't know what else. Headaches. Actually, headaches, I started feeling it like towards my end and beginning of second trimester. So yeah, just a little bit of headaches, especially in the mornings, and either mornings or afternoon. It will like vary, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much what I can think of like symptoms. Mood swings, for sure. I get them all the time, and my husband's the only guy that's been patient with me with mood swings, let me tell you guys. And like family members, but obviously they haven't been witnessing my mood swings. Like, what I'm getting now, which I'll probably talk about it more in my second trimester, is the part when they're like, you're always gonna be crying. Like, any video, something you see, you're gonna start crying. And that's me now. I cry about everything. Like, yesterday I was watching Pretty Little Liars, and I saw this beautiful part about Hannah and Caleb, and I started bawling my eyes, and my husband's like, are you okay? Because I'm not a crier. So he's like, why are you crying? I got a little bit of cramps, but that's normal in pregnancy, so I really wasn't super worried. But yeah, that's what I could think of. But just to resume it, my first trimester. My pregnancy so far has been such a blessing, and I think that's why a lot of people guess that it was a baby boy, because yes, you guys heard me sometimes complaining on Instagram, but it was very rarely a time where I was like, oh my god, like constantly, like me saying like, oh my god, I'm so nauseous. I wouldn't say that, because I wasn't. I really wasn't super nauseous, and a lot of people were like, I think it's a boy because of that. They say that when you have a girl, you're constantly throwing up, nauseous all the time. So yeah, it's been a blessing. I've loved it. And oh, I've been really tired. I'm a nap person, but very rarely. Like, it's just when I'm really tired. I'm usually like a productive girl. I'm always out and about, like getting shit done in my house. If I'm a homebody girl, but I'll get stuff done in my house. Every weekend I'll get something done. I was so lazy in my first trimester. I did not want to do anything. I was constantly napping, and my husband kept saying like no, you gotta keep moving. He kept thinking that I was sick. He was like, no, te tienes que mover, you can't just stay there. And I was like, sir, I'm not sick, I'm just tired. But it was funny because he'd freak out and he'd be like, why is she napping? He would FaceTime his mom and tell him. It was really funny. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I just really gotta go inside in the next few minutes. I've had a really blissful first trimester, and I cannot complain about it. No complaints, nothing. And I'm just so grateful that so far baby is amazing. I'm actually 16 weeks. A baby's the size of an avocado, and I already started reading to the baby. I started like reading stories, things like that, and it's so cute. And I did not know my Kindle had baby books, like Kindle Unlimited books, so I download them all the time, and it's hilarious because now my Goodreads is mixed with my books and baby's books because I read to the baby. And I've been getting gifts already. In my first trimester, I already got like a really cute gift. I'll post a video right here because I think I have a video of me opening it, and it was the cutest thing when my sister came in. My cousin Jeannie, aka Hennessy, she gifted me a set of Winnie the Pooh combs, something for the medicine, like a bunch of stuff, and it was so cute. And of course, she knows me so well. I am a sucker for anything that has Winnie the Pooh. If I was me, I would do everything Winnie the Pooh, like the nursery, the baby shower, the old baby would be wearing that all the time. I'm a sucker for it. I love it. But I'm honestly thinking, well, I'll probably talk about it in the future, but nursery so far, I'm already thinking of ideas of how we're gonna decorate and things like that. I would like to make it like either forest vibes or like clouds, you know, something like dreamy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode of a recap of my first trimester, and yeah, stay tuned. My second trimester, I feel like it'll be a little bit longer, more detailed, because a lot of stuff have been happening, and I can't wait to go into details. Like a lot of exciting things, not so great things, but a little bit of everything. So I'll share that with you guys in the future. So like, comment, subscribe, and turn the post notification bell on so you guys can be notified every time I post a video. And without that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one. Adios.